This is a story about a hike across the northern coast of Spain on the Camino del Norte. So far, we've been hiking west for 9 days now, and we've made it 134 of the 515 miles. Of the 134 miles, about 1/3 have been a struggle.
For 17 miles in, there's been no water for like 10 of them.
And 2/3 have been a sunny Spanish dream. Our 515-mile route started in Bilbao, Spain, and ends in the famous city of Santiago de Compostela. Today, we welcome you to part 3, what we are calling the beauty. Although it rained 80% of the time, there was beauty in every direction we looked and the people we met. Throughout today's episode, we will share more history on the trail, where we stayed, and the weather. Between the towns of Camillas and Villaviciosa, we invite you to sit back, subscribe, and enjoy the story.
So I bought this rain jacket at Decathlon, and when I paid for it, it had a sign that said it's only good for up to 500 deciliters of water. I'm American, so I don't really know how much water that is, but I figured a rain jacket's a rain jacket. It's gonna work, right? We are 10 minutes into this hike, and I gotta tell you, the rain jacket's not rain jacketing it anymore. I'm wet already. We didn't even start the hike yet. We're not even in town.
Buenos dias! It is day 9 on the Camino, and it's going to be raining all day long.
We jinxed ourselves. The other day we were like, oh my gosh, so much Spanish sun.
We've never seen a cloud. This is the first day that we've ever seen clouds.
Which is super ironic because yesterday on our hike, Colin mentioned how we haven't had a single day yet with some cloud coverage.
And now we've got total cloud coverage.
Spoken into existence. Here we are.
Yep, rain all day. Good news is it's not a cold rain yet. It might be later.
Yeah, we'll check back in. So yesterday when we complained about being really hot and in the sun, God came back. He said, guys, don't worry. I got water for you.
So this is our today. We are wet. We are soaking wet. We are cold.
But we have each other. So we got that going for us.
We were midway through October now, the month chosen for our contemplative walk. And we were uninformed about northern Spain's weather patterns, and for some reason expected every day to mimic the sunshine of the first few days. It has been pouring all day long. We ended up getting caught in the rain after hiking for an hour. We took refuge under a bus stop. Then we started walking again, decided that was a bad idea. It was cold, it was raining, so we hitchhiked. A very nice lady picked us up, took us here. It was 3 miles down the road, and we spent 2 hours in here getting coffee before coming up with a plan in order to get rain gear. So we left the coffee shop with a big old plan, elaborate. Turns out, rain gear was right next door all along. And now we are ready to go.
Yeah, we are, baby. Let's do this thing. All right, so we hiked for an hour and a half, and then we came to the town we were supposed to stay in, but we're staying outside of this town because we couldn't find a place. Anyways, we got to this restaurant. We show up for $11. We get a main entree, bread.
That's not here yet.
A bottle of wine and dessert. So we're just gonna hang out here till we're stuffed and dry, and then head to the hotel for the night. So things are turning around, and we're feeling a lot more optimistic than we originally were. Back at the coffee shop, we were having a full meltdown about the rain. So things are good. Look it up.
We were smiley for the camera, but this was a challenging moment for us. At the coffee shop, we learned that the rest of our Camino would be spent walking in the rain. But we decided, after much contemplation, that there's no place that we would rather be, rain or shine.
I mean, if you're going to have a rainy day, you might as well stop for a whole bottle of wine, 2 seafood dishes, and dessert for $20. And bread. And bread. A lot of bread.
The deal of the dia.
It was good. It was real good.
Our wine-induced optimism faded quickly. The rest of the day was spent cold, wet, contemplating the remaining 2/3 of our journey.
You might be asking yourself, how cold and rainy is it? I had a choice of any umbrella, and I picked tan because I didn't care. Just wanted to get dry. Tan! Could have gotten purple with polka dots. Nope, didn't care. Just wanted to be dry. That's the level of adulting I'm doing right now. Buenos dias! There is no more rain today, which is very exciting. So today's game plan is to hike all the way to Llanes, which is about a 17 mile hike. We're not supposed to get rain until 3 p.m. today. So we are just going to hightail out of here and hopefully not hit the rain. But until then, I want you to check out the first glimpse of the picos that we can see. One more piece that I think we've taken away from the last 2 weeks is how badly we both want to learn Spanish. I feel so weird being in another country not being able to speak it all, especially when everyone we've met in Europe knows just about 2 languages and we are barely fluent in English as it is. So we're really going to dedicate ourselves to learning Spanish. So that's a new goal of ours, but until then.
One success story of learning Spanish is that we just had a full conversation with this man who started learning English at 55. He's now 70. It's never too late. In which he used what English he knew and we used what Spanish we knew to have a full and complete conversation about the hike we're on right now and what's coming up ahead. Absolutely incredible. We feel stoked that we just got to do that, and he seemed pretty stoked too.
Another cool thing that I've noticed on this Camino is age is just not a factor for anybody that's out here. We've got 70-year-olds that are hiking out here. It's like inspired both of us to realize we have such long lives of learning and exploring ahead of us. People out here are inspiring us. Woohoo! This does not count as an outfit change of the day. You did it too?
I did it while walking. I never stopped. I'm a champion.
Do I get more wardrobe changes if I can do it while moving?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Colin has been limiting me to 2 wardrobe changes per day.
Once if she's too hot, once if she's too cold. She needs to learn.
The man does not understand fashion.
She knows fashion.
This is that too cold. Are we going the right way?
Yeah.
Colin, this is so good. I'm so excited. With bellies full of chocolate croissants, we arrived in the mountainous region of Spain, just like the Spanish did. It's good. Life is good.
Oh yeah, we stopped for baked goods and coffee yet again. Just put these Camino arrows on anything. This way. Not even 5 minutes later.
This doesn't count. I'm still walking. Another wardrobe change.
She did not stop.
Look at that. No wardrobe change. Yesterday was a rough day. It rained a lot. We had some lows. I think it was the first time either of us really experienced the, oh my gosh, weather can impact our ability to finish. But I will say, I think it was really good for us because it both made us realize how badly we want to do this whole hike and how much we're enjoying it. Today, our goals are pretty simple. Colin, take it away.
Today we have 2 goals. Goal number 1, beat the rain today. We have to go fast if we're gonna beat the rain in order to get to the next town of Llanes. Goal number 2, we have no snacks. We didn't get to stop at a supermarket because of the rain. So today we're gonna stop at a supermarket, get some snacks to make sure we are well fueled for this hike. We mentioned in a previous video about the war against the Moors in shaping the Camino, and the history teacher in me wants to dive into the significance a little bit more, especially as we progress through Cantabria towards Asturias. The discovery of St. James in Galicia came at an opportune moment, when the Iberian Peninsula was all but conquered by the Moors. The discovery of the site unified the remaining Spanish states under a religious banner and provided an idol to fight for. After the discovery, it is said St. James reappeared at the Battle of Clavijo, where an outnumbered Christian force won a battle against a vastly superior Moorish army. So far, day 10 on the Camino is going fantastic. We just stopped for lunch. We got some bread, some yogurt, some cheese. Mary's taking a little bathroom break. You know how she gets. But we are over halfway to the Llanes, and I'm very excited for the back half of the way. We're taking the coastal route this time. The route split, multiple Caminos, but only one that's hopefully more beautiful. Time will tell.
I'm back.
Now that Meredith is done with the baño, back to Camino history. The dawn of the Camino and the unification of northern Spain coincided with the beginning of the Christian reconquest of the Iberian Peninsula. It is said that St. James appeared at many battles throughout the following 700 years during the reconquest, riding a horse and wielding a sword. This portrayal of St. James on a horse riding into battle has become iconic in Spain, and even 8 centuries later, St. James was still a rallying cry and is said to have visited the Spanish conquistadors while they were fighting the Inca Empire in the New World. Even today, if you visit Cusco, you'll find St. James portraits in many historical museums. This religious site, and this rallying cry, grew in importance when the holy city of Jerusalem was lost to the Muslim Empire. This event led to more pilgrims seeking the holy site in Santiago, thus more unification for Spain, and more support from the church to provide safety to the pilgrims. As the Christian unity moved southward, reclaiming lands, the Camino Frances became a road not only for pilgrims, but also for military and commercial transport as well, helping to repopulate the lands that were being reclaimed. And so the trend continued for hundreds of years, and routes slowly extended southward as the rallying cry of St. James and the holiness of the Iberian Peninsula inspired the reconquest.
It's a lot of uphill right now, and we're kind of hitting a low, so right now we're gonna interview Meredith. Meredith, what's your favorite part of today?
Arts and crafts.
She really likes those arts and crafts. What you got in your hand?
One of every color of leaf we've passed so far.
What kind of colors you got there?
Oh, I got the reds, the yellows, the
En
orange,
Espanol.
green. Oh, can't do that.
Okay.
Not gifted enough yet. Here, I'll show you how pretty this is. That's my artwork for the day. True favorite part of the day were the peanuts that we got at lunch.
Best peanuts.
So good. Wanted them with the cerveza, but it was okay with water.
My favorite part is this view right here.
The mountains peeking through.
We used to be on that trail down there, looking up at the mountains, and now we're looking across at the mountains.
I'm a cowboy out here walking the mountains. Hear that buckle? That's mine. I rule this town.
Spain is just beautiful, even in October, even in overcast skies.
Today, on day 10, we had 2 goals. Goal number 1 was get snacks, and how'd we do?
Great. My belly's full. Well, it was. I want more food. Just to clarify.
But we did get our snacks at the first, last, and only snack stop we had.
Woohoo!
And 2, we're 5 minutes away and we beat the rain.
Yeah, we did.
Yes, this is our recommendation to never pass up a snack opportunity.
We made it. And guess what? Now I have to worry about jinxing us. No rain.
I already jinxed us.
Hi.
As we sit here enjoying a grocery store dinner, it's time to address a very important question that we kept asking ourselves before we began.
Eat mine with a knife.
He does.
What do people do with their luggage? Our plan was to fly to Santiago, drop the suitcases off with a friend, and then fly to Bilbao to begin our journey. Instead, we got a little confused and booked a flight to Porto, Portugal, instead of Santiago. A beautiful city, but not the city where our friend lives. It wasn't until we were at the airport when we realized our misstep, a flight to the wrong country. Once we landed and left, we had 18 hours to find housing and find refuge for our bags. And yes, this meant that we had to return to Porto after the pilgrimage. We were blessed that our Airbnb host had room in her storage closet to support us, and she herself had done the Camino many times.
We're suitcase free!
We are done with the suitcases.
I'm so relieved to be done with that problem.
I don't think we ever need them again, actually. We were talking about it. It'd be easier just to kick them off of a bridge some days.
We actually did contemplate burying them in the sand and then coming back a month later, and if they were there, great, and if not, whatever.
Like a treasure hunt.
We texted our Airbnb host last night and we're like, hey, do you have any ideas? And she's letting us keep it like at her little storage unit where they keep all the cleaning supplies, which is so nice. So we're booking with her again in November and we'll be back to get it then.
Yes, so if you need any recommendations on where to stay in Porto, we have the place for you with a great host.
Yes. Yeah, we'll definitely link her page below because she was awesome.
The question still lingers though. What do normal people do with the bags? If you know, please pass on that wisdom in the comments.
Shook it. Hi, just woke up. It's day 11 this time, for reals. It's also the day before Colin's birthday. Woohoo! So we're gonna go get some baked goods, coffee, and then hit the road because we got a 20-miler ahead of us before our rest day. Let's do this. A 20-mile a day.
Good plan. It started off sunny, but again, today was a race against the rain.
So one thing you should know before embarking on the Camino, if you are not from Europe, you probably are not used to people smoking everywhere. Yeah, people smoke, but it's not as prevalent as it is here. Very prevalent on the Camino. Every restaurant, every bar, for breakfast, lunch, dinner, on the trail, people are always smoking.
And let me tell you, here's my thoughts on it. I don't care if you smoke, it's fine, do your thing. What really gets me grinding though, is when we are at a restaurant and it is 9 o'clock in the morning and there is a baby sitting in a stroller next to our table and there are 17 people lighting it up all around this poor child. And I just get so upset and I get a headache immediately when we walk into an establishment, and it's just, I don't understand. Very frustrated by it right now. Back to you, Colin.
So know before you go.
That was painful to sit and wait. Oh, smoke. No.
And we are just getting into the mountainous regions of Spain, or at least this one particular region. We're getting serious Bitterroot Valley vibes from the mountains here.
Yep, it rained and the camera went away. Thankfully, it did not last all day. Yeah.
Hear the robins. See this beautiful walkway. Get you walking down this path, pretty lady.
Although it's only been a few days of rain, every beautiful beach reminded us of the good times, the sunny times, the warm times.
We'll just pretend those people are us.
Yep, definitely. We can't tell.
El burro. Los burros. Friendly reminder to always check the water station before you chug your water thinking you can fill it up. Meredith, would you like to demonstrate?
Nada.
Nothing. We're not the ones you gotta be afraid of. She's vegan, and I don't like beef. So Meredith loves these little library things. And this is the first one we've seen on the trail, and it is stocked with a bunch of goodies. But we probably can't read any of these books because we don't speak Spanish that well yet, but we're learning.
We're learning.
The remainder of today's hike was easy. The dry roads, pretty towns.
All right, so day 11 is coming to a close, and what we've decided is that we need a rest day tomorrow, so it's convenient that it's my birthday and we plan to take a rest day. Which means that every 4, 5, or 6 days is when we're gonna start planning our rest days so that we have time to relax, recover, do our laundry, because we're also out of smelly good clothes, so everything stinks. We can recontinue, get our bearings, make our next plan, prepare for the next push. So as you're planning yours, I'd recommend 4, 5, or 6 days preparing for a rest day. As we start to wind down our miles on day 11, Meredith had an epiphany.
We're just hiking from bakery to bakery, if you really think about it. Every day. New bakery, new town.
Look at her go. She's my lady. One of my favorite sagas on the Camino is when we think we arrive to our place, but we have trouble getting in or trouble finding it. Today is no different. It says we are here, which could very well be true, but which one is it? How do we get in?
Happy birthday.
Today is a very special day. It is Colin's birthday.
Birthday boy.
Woohoo! But he's a little sad today.
Really sad today.
Why are you sad, honey?
I'm sad because nobody wished me happy birthday.
They're all sweet, baby.
But they could have stayed up late or woke up early for it. They know it's today. Everybody knows it's today.
We're not used to waking up on the other side of the world on his birthday, so he hasn't had any texts yet.
Except for
me.
Cheryl.
Oh, and Cheryl, our friend in
Cheryl.
Singapore. Yeah.
But the thing is, like, everybody knows about the time zone differences, which means when it's midnight here and officially my birthday here, it's only 6 p.m. back home. Come
I guess
on,
that's
people.
true. They could think of that. All right, mom, dad, family,
Friends.
next year. Get it right before my birthday next year. So here's the game plan for today. We already went for a run, and then I got stung by a bee. So we had to end the run at 1.5 miles. Personally, I was really happy about that because I am out of shape, and all this hiking makes it really difficult to run.
Another reason, rough birthday start.
Stop it. So after a beautiful run, which check out these views. Incredible. We ran into a friend named Yen. Colin, tell him about Yen.
So Yen we met 5 days ago at one of the hostels, and he is out here on his own journey, hiking the Camino at his own pace, and we happen to see this guy everywhere. This is the 3rd time we've ran into him in 3 different cities, despite never hiking with him.
The last time we saw him was 40 miles ago.
And we finish our run, Mary gets stung by a bee, so we come back early, we're walking down the streets, nobody's awake because it's Spain, and we see Yen. So now we have dinner plans with him tonight, and cider.
And cider, yeah. He's like, what are you guys doing tonight? And I was like, oh, we're actually gonna go celebrate Colin's birthday tonight. And he goes, oh, great, where are you guys going? I was like, I don't know, do you want to come? And so now we are celebrating with Yen. Woohoo! He's from Taiwan and he's 70 years old.
That's all we know.
That's all we know about him.
Riba de Sella is the perfect town for a rest day. Beautiful beaches, plenty of restaurants, and lots of other activities too.
We keep coming back to this store, hoping that we can go do an adventure, because it looks like they've got fun adventure stuff, but they're never here.
The first time we showed up, the door was open, we walked in, and we said, hola, hola, and nobody came. Then we tried to message them online, and nobody came, and now we're back and the door's just locked.
Yeah, but all of their fun equipment's outside in their fun van, which makes me feel like we can do something cool. Look at this. This could be us today. Or this. Should we just go get coffee first?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was one of my birthday gifts today. Meredith is being my Sherpa and carrying around our backpack filled with towels and camera equipment and snacks.
I'm a good Sherpa.
Thanks, Mare.
I'm standing where the bee incident happened. This is the first time in my life I've ever been stung, and it sucks. Oh, it's like a coffee shop thing that you can just order your coffee all the time.
Oh. Another thing you need to know before you travel to Spain is that the Google hours,
Always wrong.
never right.
Yeah, it's crazy. But it's all right. We did find that cool place with the 24-hour coffee. So
Like a vending machine for coffee?
it's not the most exciting. We're just gonna take one small coffee and then head to the beach, enjoy the sunshine while it's out, and then we'll get better coffee later today.
All right, so next time you see us, we will be caffeinated.
All right. €1. Do we have coins?
We got coins. Un momento, senor.
Do I put my hand in? Oh, it's filling up. Wow, that looks good. Have you ever seen anything like this?
Nope.
Oh, a little cup.
News for me.
It's so cute.
And you know what it said?
Will you help me hold this lid thing? Or maybe you'll set it down for me. Awesome.
Wow.
That looks great.
Let's do that again.
Yeah, you got it. What are you going for? Oh, cafe Americano. Oh, yeah. Now what? This is awesome.
Yeah, it is. I like all the options they have here.
Yeah.
Oh, hot, 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 hot. Wow, that's so hot.
So many choices. And it's definitely me sitting on the floor. Hi. Cheers, baby.
Cheers, baby.
All right, to the beach.
A la playa.
It's the little things that make a birthday great.
So that's where we ran this morning. And this is our beach for the day. And there's a surf school out here. Probably with that program we were trying to get to be a part of, but it doesn't look like the best day for surfing.
No.
And Cole and I don't settle for mediocre waves.
Sure don't.
So we're just so good. Right across from the beach are these absolutely stunning houses. And then this beautiful walkway before the ocean. Let's check it out.
If what I read in the brochure is correct, then all these fancy, beautiful, amazing homes right on the beach are the homes of Spanish people who moved to the Americas, got rich, and then moved back to Spain and built these fancy homes. That's what I read.
That's very cool.
The morning was pretty nice until the rain came in the afternoon. Our day was spent walking around the town, eating lots of food, and taking naps. The rain cleared for a stunning sunset in the harbor. It's exactly what we needed to feel refreshed for the days ahead, and refreshed for our dinner with Yen. We certainly recommend a day or two in Ribadesella when you're on your Camino. A highlight of the birthday was trying sidra for the first time, and some amazing seafood for dinner, anchovies and mussels. Thank you, Yen, for an amazing night. Really? Trash collectors at 11:54 p.m.? Only in Spain. In addition to a beautiful sunrise, Spain had one more birthday gift in store for me.
Day 13!
Woo! Day 13 on the Camino. We woke up early. Don't know early.
By early, he means 7:30 because the sun doesn't rise till 8:30. How Spain is that?
Amazing. That's so Spanish. And so we got up, we watched the sunrise, recorded a little bit. And now that the sun has risen, we are going to go get some coffee and some bread.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Also, yesterday we took a rest day for Colin's birthday.
Oh, what a great rest day.
And we ate our weight in food yesterday.
Oh,
and
yeah.
somehow I woke up hungry, so we had to go
Still
get more.
hungry. Once again, the bathroom situation on the Camino is our worst enemy. Meredith had to make an emergency stop, so we ordered some coffee at this place, and instead we missed the bakery right next to us, but that's okay. Although she's been in there for quite some time. I'm almost out of coffee. I'm also nervous for her. Do I go in? I can't go in. What do? I can't contact her. Is she still alive? Did she pass out? We'll never know.
Well, it turns out she was okay.
Look at the waves. Of course there's good waves today. We're not surfing.
We just had a fantastic lunch with our new nuevos amigos.
Nuevos amigos.
Woohoo! In the perfect place at that picnic table right there, and things were going great until all of a sudden there were flies everywhere attacking us, eating us, biting us, and so we had to leave.
That was not the birthday gift, but these two amazing friends were part of it as they were able to translate for Pablo, the real gift. Coming around a bend, we saw hundreds of directional signs, multicolored in this man's yard. We admired them as the man, Pablo, came out to greet us. Pablo had a very thick accent, so although he could understand us, we were pretty lost. That's where our nuevos amigos came in. Pablo invited us in to add our own cities to his forest of directional signs, filled with the cities of all the pilgrims that had passed by. While we painted, he shared his story. He himself has done the Camino in the past, multiple times, often by bike with his friends. After a Parkinson's diagnosis, he retired from the walks and the rides and built this workshop to begin supporting pilgrims along their journey to keep his Camino fire alive. It starts with identifying the cities of everyone who passes, to let you know this is a global adventure and you belong. Then comes the cookies. Then comes the autograph in the guest book, and vice versa, as he has his own stamp for your credentials or your journal. Next comes a book about life, where he allows you to read only as far as you have experienced, leaving open the end for you to explore for yourself. I thought the dance party would have been the final send-off, but once outside, then there came the affirmations before he left on the road. Say yes to love, say yes to peace, yes to trust, yes to freedom, yes to equality. We believe in you, and you are a citizen of the world. Meeting Pablo was one of the happiest and most beautiful moments of our entire Camino.
Wow, were they great. You walk past them and they say, buen camino, something in Spanish. You go, sorry, we're still learning Spanish. And then you have friends for the rest of the day.
Their names were Christina and Pablo.
And we got to share our incredible day hiking through Asturias with them. And they were great. They coached us in Spanish. They talked to us about everything we were doing. We learned everything they were doing. And we're just really grateful that we now have them as friends.
Amigos!
Nuevos amigos!
Nuevos amigos.
Oh, did we mention we crossed into Asturias? Your two favorite pilgrims are now walking through our favorite region of Spain, Asturias. This was the only region to never fall to the Moors, and is considered by many to be where the Christian reconquest began.
You can't be mad at me. You admitted it was chilly when we left. Okay, it has changed. The temperatures have changed, Colin.
Wardrobe change.
This is a nice one.
No kidding.
Out of privacy for other pilgrims, we filmed very little in different hostels or albergues, which is why you'll see more footage of hotels. About half of our nights were spent in each, depending on the cost. This hotel was 40 euros, and the hostel next door was 18 euros per person. If you're doing this with a companion, then this advice is for you. We came to find because we'd pay for 2 people at a hostel, it was oftentimes the same price, or even cheaper, to get a locally owned hotel room instead.
Our deluxe 5-star meal.
Welcome to our restaurante. We've got strawberries and apples, guacamole, a luxury in these parts, some queso, and a lunch bowl that we're gonna split. And shocker, Colin and Mare are eating yet again another baguette. This one's different from the others, I promise.
Most of the time, these also came with breakfast, a really good breakfast. There are a litany of affordable hotels along the way. If you can split the cost with a partner or a new friend, they're even more affordable. At multiple points, we even split Airbnbs and hotels with 4 or 6 people. We spent the remainder of the evening discussing how Pablo inspired us, and the impact he has on pilgrims hiking through. Thank you, Pablo.
This is what happens when you travel full time and you go mess everywhere you go.
We're back.
Hola! Dia 13 or 14?
13, and it's a rainy day, so we probably won't take you with us much of the day, but we did puncture yogurt already.
It's been punctured, so now
We have to eat it. Dang it. But it's not too rainy. Like, it's not as bad as it was that one painful day, but it's wet.
it's wet. Asturias is beautiful, but it's a rainy time.
Most days we were able to avoid the rain at coffee shops, hostels, or just beat it outright with our speed. Today, no such luck. A lot of rain, so not too much filming. And it was a short day because, well, it was freezing outside.
When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. All right, a second example of a hotel room that you would get on a Camino. You got 2 beds, a little TV, a nice window. You'll notice there's no bedding here, but they just keep it up in the closet. So no big deal. And then you can go in here. We've got a super nice bathroom, and a man washing his feet comes complimentary with the hotel.
Oh, something she didn't mention. The reason we're staying at a hotel tonight is we wanted to stay at the albergue, but when we showed up, it was fully booked.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to be agile and maybe spend a little bit more than you would hope to, because they book up.
I think this place cost us $50 for the
Yep.
night. So, not bad. Welcome to our lunch spot for the day. We are having a pear that looks just like an apple. Interesting. Cheese, tomatoes, and bread, and some garbanzo beans. So, should be pretty simple, but it works.
2 weeks in, and we still grin with optimism. Northern Spain continues to impress us with its stunning landscapes and its kind people.
We're 2 weeks into this hike, and we're just talking about how we are just feeling the stress of life fade away.
Every day we get less and less stressed. Day 5, we were relaxed.
Yeah.
Day 6, it got even better.
And now we're getting comfortable with the idea of like showing up to a town and not necessarily having the place booked, but having an idea of 1 or 2 places to stay. And if it doesn't work out, then we'll fall back and book a hotel. Happened to us today, but it was like, okay, cool, like, we'll keep going.
Yeah, we're figuring out food a little bit better. We're
Ordering at restaurants better.
I was gonna
Sorry.
say, it seems obvious, but grocery stores, you just stuff your bag with as much food as you can and then you eat it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we also can order now in Espanol. It's very nice.
2 weeks has been so incredible, and I can't wait to see where we're at in 4
6
more weeks. That's nuts. We're also starting to have thoughts of maybe hiking across Portugal as well to get back to Porto.
I hoped she wouldn't commit to that publicly.
Oh, well, maybe. It potentially might happen.
Stay tuned. Backpacking the Camino, and she feels the need to go in the jewelry stores. She's addicted, people. She's addicted. She knows we're not going to spend any money. She knows we don't have the money to spend. She's going to go in there and give them a false hope in the store.
Join us next week for part 4, as the weather continues to churn, the temperature drops, and we press on through our Camino.